All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how to cut a chicken's wing that doesn't hurt the chicken and that is most effective. Now, if I spread out the chook's wing here, you can see the front half of these wing feathers, basically from where my thumb is forward, they're called the primary feathers. The back half, closest to me, along here, they're called the secondary feathers. Now, when a bird's flying, the primary feathers, or trying to fly, the primary feathers are the ones that assist the most. So they're the ones that you need to concentrate on when you're cutting a chook's wing or clipping a chook's wing. So a good little guide, when you're cutting a bird's wing, you can see here, see these feathers here, they're called the covert primary feathers, or the primary coverts. Now, if you were to imagine a line right across the tip of these feathers, that's about the right distance where you want to be cutting these wing feathers, the primary ones. You don't want to be going too far up, as it will not be effective, and you don't want to be going all the way down because it can be quite discomforting for the bird, and sometimes it can even bleed. So you've got to kind of stay away from the root of the feather to a degree. But as I said, those are primary coverts. That is where you want to be concentrating on doing your cut. Now, when you cut a chicken's wing, it's a good idea, well, I think it's a good idea, to leave a couple of these first feathers. If you leave a few feathers on there, the bird's not going to be able to fly. But what it does, it allows the bird to feel a little bit more comfort, especially when she's in the nest box and she's laying eggs. She's got a couple of feathers there where she can tuck the eggs up underneath her, and she probably doesn't feel quite as naked having a few feathers left behind. So when you're cutting the wings, a simple pair of scissors will do the job. Now, I'll do a little demonstration here. Now, as I said, this here, where these primary coverts finish, along there, that is where you want to be aiming for. Now, I'm going to leave a few feathers there. And you simply just cut along there with some nice sharp scissors. Now, I've just cut the primary feathers. As I mentioned earlier, you don't really need to cut these secondary feathers a great deal because they don't really assist too much in the flying. I usually cut a few of them off, depending on the breed of the chook. If you've got a little bantam, they can sometimes take off a little bit easier as opposed to a big Sussex girl like this. But yeah, as I said, you want to concentrate on cutting that line. Now, what I've done there, left a few feathers on the end, also left a couple of these secondary feathers here for a bit of comfort. There's no way this girl's flying over a fence. Now, as you can see, she didn't make any squawking noises. That didn't hurt her. One thing that you do want to make sure that you're doing, when you're cutting a bird's wing, they need to be out of the molt. You don't want to be cutting a bird's wing when it's halfway through the molt and it's got feathers that are just coming through and potentially are a little bit sore or full of blood. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see plenty more tips from the Poodle and the Hen, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've got it all. Hope you enjoyed it.